Welcome to Faith in Focus. The Rosh Pinah, inspired by the Book of Mysteries by Jonathan Cahn. He, teacher, led me over a great distance to the ruins of an ancient building. He pointed to one of the stones in its foundation. The cornerstone, he said, the stone that begins the building. Do you remember when we spoke of it? Psalm 118, I said, the song of Passover. The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone, Messiah the cornerstone. Yes, said the teacher, but the Hebrew word for cornerstone is Rosh Pinah, and Rosh Pinah not only means the cornerstone, but the capstone. He pointed to a stone that rested above the building's entranceway on its pinnacle. The capstone, he said. The final stone, the stone that completes the building, the stone to which every other stone leads and converges. So Messiah is not only the cornerstone, but also the capstone. How so? The Rosh Pinah prophecy is read on Passover, and it was then on Passover, in his death, that Messiah became the capstone, the stone that brings completion. It was on the cross that Messiah became the capstone on a fallen world, the capstone of the curse, the capstone of the law, the capstone of the old covenant, and the capstone of every sin. And as every stone leads and points to the capstone, so everything led up to Messiah, and to that moment all the prophecies, all the shadows, all the guilt, and every longing for redemption. And as every stone converges upon the capstone, so upon Messiah everything converged, the burden of the world, the weight of all sin, the brunt of all evil, and the judgment of God. The capstone is the stone by which the work is finished. So it was then, at the moment of his death, that he said, "It is finished." And so for every life that comes to him becomes the capstone, the end of one's sins, the finishing of one's past, the completion of everything that was lacking. But how is he both the cornerstone and the capstone? Only after the old is ended can there be a new beginning. After capstone event, his death, comes the cornerstone event. The resurrection, let all that must be ended find its ending in that capstone, and you will find on its other side the cornerstone of new beginnings. The mission. Whatever is incomplete in your life and must be complete, whatever must be ended, finish it, cap it, with the power of the caps to Psalm 118:22-23. The stone which the builders refused is become the headstone of the corner. This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. John 19:28-30. After this, Jesus, knowing that all things were now accomplished, that the scripture might be fulfilled, saith, I thirst. Now there was set a vessel full of vinegar, and they filled a sponge with vinegar, and put it upon hyssop, and put it to his mouth. When Jesus therefore had received the vinegar, he said, It is finished. And he bowed his head and gave up the ghost. Thank you for joining me on Faith in Focus. Remember, these insights are inspired by Jonathan Cahn's The Book of Mysteries. Until next time, may you find strength in the revelation of his love.